Gemini, welcome to your reading for the week of May 9th. This week, you start off with the Seven of Clubs. So, Seven of Clubs is actually a card of success, but while something's missing out. So, definitely watch your health this week. Usually, this card comes up when you're working really hard and, you're not getting enough rest, or you're not doing something like that, or not drinking enough water. So, make sure you get plenty of rest, take plenty of breaks, drink plenty of water, and just don't get sick. It's kind of like a warning card in a lot of ways. On the other hand, this card can also be you realizing that you're stuck somewhere. Like, it could be you realizing that you're stuck at your job, or it can be you realizing that you're stuck in a relationship and being like, you know what, I need more freedom. I want something different. So a lot of you could be like coming to those conclusions, and this is you thinking about it, and it's even you like planning how to get out, like how to start something new. And again, a lot of you could be just having these realizations this week about you want something different, you want more freedom in your life, and in a bunch of different ways for a lot of you. And you could be again planning out how to get there. And what's interesting is you have the Four of Clubs coming up next, which is very much about planning. It's very much about planning these things out. It's a card of mental stability as well, being very mentally stable. But it's a card of like gaining more stability, planning how to gain more stability, more freedom. Like I said, all of these very similar things. Needing an adventure, needing a vacation, being a little bit restless under these cards. So you could have a lot of that like restless like energy, and you could really be wanting to experience something new and different with this card. It can also be a card of having a fear of commitment as well. So definitely don't fear commitment in a lot of ways. You definitely want to be, you know, especially right now, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Even with the astrology, even though we have the retrograde and all these other retrogrades as well, commitments can be a little bit scary to make, but this can definitely be a card of needing to make a decision, even though, I mean, life goes on. Even under retrogrades and things, we have to make decisions. So this could be you needing to do that. Next, you have the King of Diamonds. A lot of you could have a boss coming to you, somebody coming to you, giving you some really good advice. So if that happens, definitely listen to your boss, or it could even be a mentor or somebody you consider a mentor coming to you and giving you a little piece of advice that would be really beneficial to you. This can also just represent, if you're in sales or you own a business, this can represent an increase in sales and an increase in business as well. And it's also a really great time to look at your finances, even if you're retired, if you're not retired, doesn't really matter. It's a great time, especially if you have like a financial advisor or something. This could be you meeting with that person and really coming up with a new plan. Again, for those of you who are retired, I'm getting a retired message as well. If you are retired, it would be probably a good week to study those things and go back over it. Definitely with the retrograde, again, don't make any major decisions, but during retrogrades it's a great time to go back over our finances and to look at these things and to just study them. Again, not make decisions, but learn about what's going on. So I'm getting that it would be a really good week for a lot of you to do that, Gemini. It's coming very specifically for you. So definitely go back over your finances. Maybe even go back over your taxes. Get a fresh pair of eyes. Maybe look at somebody else. Maybe they'll be able to find something. There's definitely some sort of financial gain. It feels connected to that King of Diamonds. So again, a lot of you might want to like go back over old financial statements or old taxes or something. You might be able to find something, extra or something like that. And again, I'm not an accountant, so I have no clue. But definitely maybe get that stuff checked out. You might find something. This here, the Eight of Diamonds, again, kind of represents that, but also represents financial gain. This is also a card of planning and budgeting and all of those things, which, budgeting isn't really a sexy word, is it? But, this is also a card where you could just find little things where you're maybe leaking money. Like, I don't know, maybe you have two subscriptions to Netflix that you don't need, I found that a few months ago. I had two subscriptions to Netflix. So you never know. You might find an extra $10 a month just sitting around that you didn't know you had because you're spending it on two Netflixes. So you might want to take care of that. You might want to look at those things. That's what this card is all about. Looking at all those little extra things. This is also material success coming to you, better success coming in. So I really like this card. And finally, you have the Eight of Spades, which is all about work. Definitely a work week for you. There's definitely a work focus. I know I get yelled at like every single week. People are always like, what about love and all this other stuff? And I try to deliver as much as I possibly can, but I can only deliver what comes up. And so really it seems like work is your focus. This is you actually overcoming an obstacle as well. So a lot of you could actually be overcoming some sort of obstacle, which is great. You're moving past something, which is really nice. This is also a card of examining your relationships. So it's a card of looking at your relationships and really making sure there's like a lot of structure there, and making sure you're in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, making sure that you want to be in it in the first place. A lot of those type of decisions this week. So very much a work decision type week where you're thinking about all these things. So looks like a really nice week. Really a lot of forward movement here too, so that's really nice. But thank you for watching, and enjoy the week.